You are now watching Game Point Sports Talk with an Edge.
Welcome to Game Point Sports.
I'm Robbie the Rocket.
And I'm M.GOODKNIGHT.
And this is Game Point.
No fingerprints.
Yay!
Yeah, we back in the house. How you doing today, Mr. Robbie the Rocket?
I'm in the building and I'm feeling like, yay!
Okay.
Like my rest in peace back Dre. We gonna do it for the back.
Keep real hypey for him, huh?
Yay! What's up, brother? Though it's Friday, man. It's Freaky Fridays, man. Fab Five Friday.
Yeah, we gonna have a Fab Five for y'all today.
Yes,
You know
indeed. Yes,
but,
indeed. Yeah, you know what that means. How you doing, though, brother?
No, I'm doing all right, man. I'm blessed.
You know what I'm saying?
Blessed and stressed, but you know, I'm gonna remain.
We too blessed to be stressed. We talking right now. No
I'm gonna remain cautious. No fingerprints.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We gonna keep that player though. I just have it on there.
Man, you know, we got man, you got big news going on, some breaking news, man, like, you know, some black and white type news, like some racial news, man. We got another person getting calling people the N-word on video.
Interesting.
Man, they're gonna have to start turning off their mics or something, or just stop saying it at all, you know what I'm saying?
That's how they feel. They get said. Say what the fuck you want to say. Do what the fuck you want to
say.
Do.
Man, I hope they get their ass kicked.
Yeah. But so, I mean, at the same time, I mean, let's look at it. Tell me?
Yeah, let's look at it, man. We got a high school announcer, man, who caused some girls who were kneeling about the Black Lives Movement, calls them the N-word. So we will be seeing that video.
And we will be right back here live after the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going north. It's not? They're green and white. Oh, shit. They're kneeling? Fucking. I hope Norman gets their ass kicked. Are you serious? That's Midwest City, man. Kneeling. Isn't it? Huh? Norman. Fuck them. I hope they lose. Come on, Midwest City. They're gonna kneel like that? Hell no. They even salute the flag? Come on, Mark. Fucking dickers.
Man, what you think about that?
Good night. I mean, he said what he felt. Yeah, I mean, hey.
I mean, to the people out there in the U, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you think that an apology is good enough, would suffice, or what can he do to rectify that situation, if anything?
Well,
first, apology.
Well, you know, good night. He got to go. He got to go, brother. Get him up out of here. He got to go. That's disrespectful. He got to go.
So,
you got to go.
So apology's not good.
Apology, I'm not accepting that. That's how you feel. Okay, you can apologize and still feel that we can't read your heart. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what your heart feels.
So it'll be an immediate job loss.
Goodbye. You are by. Goodbye. You are the weakest link, like they say. Get him up. He got to go. Get him up out of here.
Look, I'm with you.
Get him up out of here.
I mean, he should be the guy. He should be gone pretty soon. I mean, immediately. Like, it shouldn't be a question. It should be
indefinitely out of here.
It should be you're out of here. I don't really think that a apology would suffice, and I just don't think he should have another chance. I mean, the way that he addressed the whole situation was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And where it was wrong at is, like, first thing he said, oh, they're kneeling. They should get their ass kicked, or I hope they get their ass kicked. Effing, are you kidding me?
What's wrong?
Like, he talks like that all the time.
Yeah.
Just got caught on video, and then when it comes back online, then the guy says, "Oh man, I think somebody may have heard it."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, him and the other guy talk like that all the time because he wasn't appalled. He had no reaction.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a bad and sad situation, man. It brings me back to the Rutgers coach when he said when he was talking about the nappy hair in his statement. I just think it's a bad thing, man. Going forward.
The Clippers, remember the Clippers owner? They had to railroad him. He had to sell the team. You know what I'm saying? Same situation, same scenario.
All right, man.
I mean, right or wrong.
I mean, he's wrong. He's definitely wrong, and you know, it should be even a bigger story than it was, man. It should be garnering national attention. It should be all over the place. It should have been going through my notifications and everything, but you know, I had to actually kind of search this down and find it. So I just think the dude was wrong, man. What's on your mind?
It's another one, and I ain't gonna let him get. I'm not gonna let him get away with it.
Okay.
Hold on, good night. I got something for you because while we on this topic,
You talking about Leonard?
Myers Leonard.
Miles Leonard.
Same situation, same program, same operation.
But he was talking about Jewish people, correct?
True. But what's the difference from Jewish
No, I'm just saying he was talking about Jewish people.
But what's the difference from what is no different? There's no difference.
There's nothing different. Another person who got caught on videotape saying some racist stuff, and he got caught. And he got caught in a whole different situation to when he was playing a video game online and said something.
Which, you heard that, it don't matter where you said. You said. They suspended him though too.
You got what, 10 days?
Yeah, week. Suspending week. You gotta go to cultural diversity program or whatever that is. Basically like saying, you know, you're racist. You know, you call yourself racist. But it's starting to show. People starting to show. That got me questioning if that boy up out of Pittsburgh really said something to your boy about it, the loaded potatoes in them now. It started questioning.
What are you talking about? Where are you going with this? I want to hear this.
Hey, you heard it?
I don't remember.
Like you remember the quarterback? He ran off, hit your boy.
I got you.
Do you go with what I'm saying? It got me questioning these athletes.
Did you ever question that he said that to Myles Garrett?
I questioned it because I'm thinking like, damn, he really hit him with a helmet. So he either called him something. He called him. Okay, I know our tempers. We all got tempers when we get bad in the heat of the moment. We all got tempers. But at the same time, if I'm hitting you with a helmet, you said something to me that made me feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, go back to what he just, like the Jewish people. The Jewish people could be feeling some type of way, no matter if they did something or they came back at him. They felt some type of way because he wouldn't be getting suspended for that long time of time. Now, this little piece of shit that said something about them little girls out of racist ass Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? Which I seen Ray. Look, bruh. I know we going off a little topic, but we talk.
Come on, man. Go with it, man. Go with it. Let's go.
The first time I ever seen race, I grew up in California.
Okay.
You probably never. Well, you go.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
I probably never. So go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Go on.
I'm saying,
go on.
I know for a fact you seen different than I did when it came to racism. That's fair to say. You might have experienced racism versus me never really experienced racism, period.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
And then coming now, going to Oklahoma, 18 years old, 19 years old, I experienced racism. And it was like, yeah, are you really serious? Where to the point where if you was, say your son played on the home team, you had to sit on the visitor side. They didn't want you on their side. Guthrie, Oklahoma, I called it out on them. They probably doing it till this day. Guthrie High School did me like that. They say you don't belong on our side. And this happened in Oklahoma so it don't surprise me. That's all I was basically saying.
No, I understand. Now I got what
You know what I'm saying?
So you experienced a different type of racism from when leaving California going to Oklahoma. That racism was more front and center. No, and this guy was in Oklahoma. He deserves to be gone. Out of here. And man, we go on to the next. Man, what's on your mind? What we talking about?
I mean, I'll tell you like this, man. We going on that level of, man, Patrick Ewing. The man, the myth, the legend, the great.
New York great.
The New York great. Georgetown, the Knicks, you know, and he got very disrespected in his house. You know, his house that he built. Yeah. And he was very upset about it. I don't know. We got the video. Did you ever get the video? Did you sit?
Let's watch the video.
Let's watch the video because I mean, God darn it, man, I'd rather watch the video.
Are you a Patrick Ewing fan, by the way?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm a Patrick Ewing fan. Grew up watching him. Starks. I couldn't stand Starks and Anthony Mason.
I like Starks.
I couldn't stand Anthony Mason and Starks. Oh my God, I couldn't stand Oakley. Oakley. I liked him. I didn't like Starks. Starks was a little asshole. Excuse my French, but he was a little asshole. The boy Anthony Mason, the ugliest basketball player I ever seen in my life.
Rest in peace, Anthony Mason.
Rest in peace, yes, sir. You know what? Back in them days, I couldn't stand him. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't really about the Warriors, it wasn't about those Pacers. It was about Michael Jordan back in them days. You know, whenever they did Jordan roll, I was bad.
All right, man. Let's get to the video of Patrick Ewing.
Let's talk about it. Let's see what it's about,
and see if what you're saying has any merit. Because I don't know. I mean,
it may.
Looking at the situation, man. Patrick Ewing could have.
But I do want to say one thing though. I thought this was my building. And I feel terrible that I'm getting stopped, accosted, asking for passes. Everybody in this building should know who the hell I am. And I'm getting stopped. I can't move around this building. Like I was like, what the hell? Is this Madison Square Garden? I'm gonna have to call Mr. Dolan and say, geez, is my number in the rafters or what?
All right, man. So Patrick Ewing, man, basically said in that video, man, that this is his house. And he's fucking appalled of, man, the treatment that he's getting by getting checked, getting ID, basically. Like, he said this is his house. This is his house. Do you think Patrick Ewing was right in what he was saying?
Absolutely, good night. Why wouldn't he be right? That's his house he built, for one.
Okay.
How
he just was renting it, you know, Madison Square Garden.
How nobody don't know Patrick Ewing when he walk in Madison Square Garden. That's like saying my mama don't know me when I walk in her house. Literally.
Are you?
Literally.
Okay, so I'll go like this.
That's fair to say.
So I would say, okay, what about the 21-year-old kid who moved from Montana who just has a door job in Madison Square Garden, who's never seen or heard of Patrick Ewing play? Should he know who Patrick Ewing is?
He should still know who Patrick Ewing is.
He doesn't have a statue.
Patrick Ewing got a goddamn, his jersey is sitting in the Raptors. Are you fucking serious?
Is his face
his fucking jersey sitting in the Raptors. How do
you know the man without the jersey?
All right, so you're going to tell me, you mean to tell me you're at Madison Square Garden, is not one picture of Patrick Ewing in the Madison Square Garden?
Maybe not where he works.
Oh, there you go with that bullshit. Stop on saying that all this shit.
I mean, you're not real. It's not real.
Look at the guys. Oh, come on, man. Stop it, man.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Stop it.
You got a 21-year-old white guy from Montana. Never watched basketball. You got a 21-year-old kid from New York.
So I'm sitting there working by myself. It's easy to say, man, this guy, who is this guy? That's Patrick Ewing, the next guy, but that's fucking Patrick Ewing. Let him go through.
Let him go. Yeah, you should.
Period.
Let him go.
Period. Versus, hey, he want to be the renter cop or the renter person. That's probably what he was trying to do. And Patrick Ewing was like, man, I'm Patrick Ewing. He's like, who is you? And Patrick Ewing was probably shocked that he didn't know who he was. And then when the guy realized who he was, it wasn't no problem. I don't think it pretty much was a problem.
Jesse Thrift says he was right, but the new workers might not know who he was exactly. So, I mean, All right, let's go into this real quick. Let's go into that same situation. First of all, the Knicks, I can see something going down like that. You remember what they did to Charles Oakley, correct?
Yeah.
You remember what they did to Spike Lee, right? Correct.
Same situation. They went bugging.
James Dolan has created this type of culture not to let these guys welcome there at Madison Square Garden. He's created a bunch of losing seasons, and it's obviously he doesn't like black men. But I can't even say that because the Knicks have like black guys in high positions. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on out there in Madison Square Garden.
He's smoking some of that Dallas Cowboy, huh?
He's smoking some.
The Jerry Jones?
I don't know what he's doing, man. But James Dolan, man, you need to get your culture right, get everything right, man. This is Patrick Ewing, and put some more pictures of him up or something, because y'all haven't been good since Patrick Ewing left. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's been 20-something years since they've been good. So, yeah, get out of here, James Dolan, man. Treat your old players right. Treat the, as we say, alumni right. You know, they didn't go to school, but they still are an alumni there, you know, of the New York Knicks organization. Mm-hmm. You don't treat Patrick Ewing and Charles Oakley, or you give them their badge. You give them a badge to say, here, man, you got a forever lifetime.
They should have a lifetime key to this. They should be able to open up Madison Square Garden with a key, period.
Yeah, so I believe he was right, but hey, man, you was just renting that house, Patrick Ewing. That's Madison Square Garden. They call
Madison Square.
They call that the Mecca of basketball, and you were only renting it, man. And yeah, your time has expired. You were evicted.
Everything has an expiration date.
And obviously, he has an expiration date today, man. So, shouts out to Pat Ewing, one of the greats, though. And I feel what he's saying, though. It took a little bit, but, hey, man, your time has expired. Only thing I have wrong to say about that is his house. Nah, bruh, you were just renting that house.
Man, that's the man of the house, man. No, he always be the man of the house, you know what I mean?
Come on, bro.
He gonna always be the man of the house. Like Elway would always be the man of the house of Denver.
Do you think Elway can walk around?
Wherever you want to go in Denver.
No, do you think Elway would get carded in
the can?
No.
Hell nah.
Not in the can. Come on, man.
And I call it the Pepsi, so they call it the can.
He doesn't walk around there, though.
He got a presidential suite. That's Elway. He got the key to Denver. He got the key to the city.
So Elway wouldn't get carded in Bronco Stadium?
No, he won't. Never. He won't get carded in Rocky Stadium. He won't get carded in the goddamn Pepsi Stadium. He got the key to Denver. Elway can do it. Patrick Ewing don't got the key to New York. But Elway got the key to Denver. Okay. It's a big difference. So I can see any black man. He probably ain't got no money no more. They play.
Okay, I got some money. Man, you still coach. Come on, man. Don't you hit us with the old stereotypes, man.
I'm not stereotyping. I mean, y'all saying that it's a door guy and he don't know who he is.
And Bo, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Bo says he didn't bring a championship there, so it's not his house.
That was since I've been born. Hey, look, you ain't never seen New York win one. I ain't never. You either, Bo.
Only the Giants.
No, I'm saying basketball Knicks.
Yeah, so it's not his house. So it's not his house.
But is he a Hall of Famer?
Oh, God.
Here we go.
To the next.
There it is.
To the next, man.
So how's this not his house?
It's not his house.
His jersey's hanging on the rafters of that house. How's my shirt? How's my...
To the next,
my
brother.
accolades is on there.
To the next.
Man, what's up with your cousin, man?
Oh.
Your cousin might have a comeback this year.
Oh.
Your cousin Cammy Newton, man. Your cousin Cam Newton. I was watching him and old Terrell Owens had a little show going on. And the man gonna sign back with them sorry Patriots. Sorry.
Does he not make the Patriots better, man? He making $14 million this year.
Did he?
And he stated, man, he's not trash, and he's gonna show all y'all he's not trash.
He's a disgrace to football, man.
Why?
Disgrace.
Former MVP.
Trash.
Only bright thing out there.
Trash.
Hold on. The only bright thing out there in New England as far as offense, shit. They talk about the errant passes that he threw, but shit, he had nobody to throw it to. Who said these guys were running correct routes? I'm not gonna just shit on Cam Newton like the rest of y'all.
Patriots get a quarterback in the draft. Bet that.
Not the first 2 rounds.
Bet that.
Bet that.
Bet that. Bet something. We'll bet something.
We bet that.
Bet that. Now, Patriots in their first 2 rounds will get a quarterback. Guarantee.
They may. But in other news. Man, we're gonna keep it going on in the NFL. You're talking about Tom Brady. He restructured his contract. I believe what they say, $19 million or whatever. You got Patrick Mahomes restructuring his contract, saving money so they can be able to sign the likes of Shaq Barrett and bring them all back. So
and Gronk. Get Gronk for another year or 2.
Oh, you get Gronk for about a good $1 million or 2.
You got Gronk coming back with Barrett. You know what I mean?
He ain't worth much, He ain't worth much.
But I mean, hey,
he's there for the big game, and he did do his thing. So that's what he's there for. But he's not gonna get a big payday. But man, what you think about these quarterbacks restructuring their contracts and making moves, man, so they can get some players there, and especially out there in Kansas City where you have Mahomes who restructured his contract, but they just lost their 2 starting tackles to free agency.
Mm-hmm. That's where their money go in. Go get them 2 tackles that they lost. They gonna put some of that money back in them 2 tackles. So, I mean,
they acting like they won the championship.
They gonna probably be better. There was probably a couple of snaps and a couple of linemen from winning it again back to back. They came across a hot
snaps.
They came across a hot
ass kick.
They came across a hot Tampa Bay team at the wrong time, and they was hurting. They now fully loaded. I give Kansas City the edge, fully loaded with their offensive line and Airbnb and them over there. Speaking of that,
you just said he ain't worth nothing. So I don't even want to hear you mention this guy's name.
Bieniemy?
Yeah.
When did I tell you that?
You said maybe he doesn't fit the qualifications. Maybe he.
When did you hear that? You didn't hear it on record.
Oh, it was on record. It's on video. It's in the show. What are you talking about? Maybe he doesn't have the qualifications.
He don't have the qualifications. He'd have been a coach right now.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever
heard
in my life.
How? Apparently, they had 4 coaching jobs. The other coach was more qualified than he was.
Because he's black. The same reason why they.
Yeah, that's all you need to say.
The same reason why they call little girls the N-word.
Say that. Don't say
he meets the qualifications.
I'm not gonna say that. But that's what I wanted to say. That's what I'm saying. The qualification. He doesn't meet the qualification because the color of his skin. Because the color of his skin.
He don't have the complexion for the connection.
Exactly, man. So come up with no fingerprints, man.
Say that one time.
You said it for me, man.
We'll say it one time.
You have to tell me.
It sound like you a hater every time you say he don't have the qualifications.
I didn't say he ain't got the qualifications, man. If I say it that way, I'm saying it wrong.
But anyway, man, we got big news going on in the NFL, man. You're about to have a free agent frenzy out here, man. You have the salary cap that's went down because of this COVID and loss of revenue. So now next year it's going to go back up. But you got a lot of people who are about to get let go, as they call camp casualties. I mean, team casualties.
Interesting. Some cream of the crop out there.
Yeah, you got Von Miller, who may be a cap casualty. You got
y'all might cut him.
Man, you got a whole bunch of players who might be cap casualties. You got a linebacker who just got released out there in Miami after having signing a big deal last year, 1 year into it. Get out of here, man. So people trying to save money. So you're gonna see a lot of movement.
Yeah.
And who's ever the best at making these moves and sealing these deals is gonna be the front runner, to winning the championship. You guys are maybe a couple players away and a couple moves away from winning a championship. Where the Broncos are definitely not there yet, but
y'all on y'all way.
But we could be definitely a couple moves from being a contender in the playoffs.
Von Miller can open up some room for y'all to get some players.
He's scheduled to make $18 million this year.
You know what I'm saying?
I think next week, if they don't release him, he has a $7 million roster bonus, and at that point, he's gonna have to stay here.
So therefore,
I'm like,
and it's like a flip of the coin right now this weekend on what they gonna do, huh?
Well, we gonna see.
What's the talks?
They're trying to get him to restructure probably right now. I don't really know the talks, but I would try to get him to restructure and try to give him back all that money in incentives.
Yeah.
Cut down the base salary and try to get an incentivized contract from him.
Yeah.
I mean,
it makes sense.
I mean, I would want a person like Von Miller to retire as a Bronco, be a Bronco forever. If I was the Broncos brass, that's what type of person I am. I mean, that's what I believe they should do. Maybe Von doesn't want to be here. He wants to go back to Dallas. Maybe he wants to do the exact opposite of what DeMarcus Ware did. Seeming that Dak Prescott said they'll be having a parade there in a year or two. Did you hear that? I mean, come on, man.
Hey, look, as you know, you want to like say something, but then you think about it like, well, let me not say nothing because
you have the platform. Say it.
They will do it. Hey, the Dallas Cowboys will be back. I just got a feeling. I don't know why. It's something about them fuckers.
All right, we can talk about the Dallas Cowboys. You can talk about they got 3 above average receivers out there.
Easily. Running game.
You got a running game.
Above average running game.
Average.
They got tight ends they slacking on. They slacking on the secondary.
Top 7, 8 quarterback.
And they slacking in the secondary.
But the defense is terrible.
Terrible, trash.
They won't be back.
They couldn't stop water if it was running. So shit.
They definitely won't be back. So
get them up out of here.
You going for them?
I mean, they got a chance.
But you go for everybody.
Yeah, I do. I like the underdog.
You like the Raiders.
I like the underdogs. I like the underdogs. I mean, what's wrong with me liking the underdogs instead of liking the winners?
None of them. I'm a Broncos fan through and through.
Stop.
I'm like, none of them.
I wish my daughter was on here. She say, all they like is that goddamn Bronco. They don't know nothing else but the damn Bronco. I'll say, man.
She know.
I say, Lord.
She know.
You know what I'm saying? You can wear, it's okay to wear another team's stuff. It's okay. Because the color. You might like the color. It's okay. You don't got to be a fan of wear they shit. It might be a nice fit. I like to wear. So I'm going to wear that fit. It could be a Milwaukee Bucks jersey. The color. The color scheme.
Wear green.
The color scheme. That Milwaukee Bucks. I'm going to get the hat. I'm not a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but I like their style. I can't be one-dimensional. Maybe can't be local. Maybe got to be versatile. Maybe got to be international. Maybe got to. You know what I mean? That's how
international player with a passport?
Yay!
Okay. No.
I mean, yay! I'm in the building, I'm feeling like, yay. What's in that local news, though, King?
I mean, we do got some local news going on. And
some hot March Madness stuff going on right now, King.
Elite 8 going on in Colorado hoops.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wish we could go to the game. We're trying to go.
Man, let's go, man.
We can go to the game.
Too much, you know.
You know
we get out there, you know.
That's tomorrow. We can ride out there tomorrow and go see what we can do.
See what we can do.
And we can film. Get a player of the week, man. Give him $50 gift card, man. You know, give him a player of the week.
Man,
who we got? Who we got tonight, man?
I got. You see, that's what tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Who we got?
You got Cherry Creek versus Eagle Crest. Ooh. That's number 1 versus number 9.
Oh.
You got Regis, who's number 2, versus GW at number 7. You got the other 4. You got the other game.
I don't have any games. My baby George Washington's. My George Washington's. Y'all linking around without no players this year. Okay. Hey, that's my little team. I like that little George Washington. But Eagle Crest. They got Cherry Creek. Cherry Creek got 5 cats going D1. All 5 cats got offers. You know what I mean? They starting 5 good offers and they been got offers. So they winning it all this year. They got everything. I seen a little bit of them. They the only school impressed me so far that I've seen.
You got number 6 Fossil. Hold on.
Fossil.
My bad. You got Rock Canyon versus Rangeview. 11 versus number 3. And you got Chaparral versus Thunder Ridge, 5 versus 4.
That Thunder Ridge. Give me my money on Thunder Ridge. I'm putting my money on Thunder Ridge.
Come on, man.
That's I've been liking Thunder Ridge since I've been out here. I went to their school. That was like a college. I say, God darn you rich little piece of
Okay, okay. Oh, my bad, man. I've been missing, man. But let's go back before we get to the second half and just go comment on some of the comments. Man.
Okay. What the comments talking about?
He said security was treating Patrick Ewing like yesterday's left out garbage.
Wow.
When it comes to Elway, he's white. LOL. Of course, he would never be questioned or carded.
Wow. Facts.
He also says Cam Newton is still a bum. And a handicap to that organization. You agreeing with Johnny Doe, huh?
Me and Johnny Doe, you let them make sure they'll grow. Me and Johnny Doe, make sure the don't grow. Johnny Doe, you know.
He hit them hard, though. He said KC would have won the last Super Bowl if Patrick's gout wasn't acting up.
I bet.
He had turf toe or something.
Yes,
And he said Dallas ain't coming back, man. And
Dallas ain't back. They ain't got a Coles ball chance in hell.
They ain't got shit, man.
They ain't got a chance in hell. Man, they get to this second quarter, man, talk about the second half, man. They talk about this old basketball, man. We got some hot stuff going on. March Madness, tournaments going on, COVID going on. A lot of little topics we got to talk about in this second half, man. Before we do, man.
Okay, Oklahoma State just beat Baylor, I believe, 83-72 in the Big 12 championship game. And they're not going to solidify themselves a spot in the tourney because they are out.
This morning,
Baylor.
I thought about you. Look, I thought about you, right?
What?
So Baylor will play, Oklahoma State gonna play Texas, right? Give me Texas to beat the shit out of Oklahoma State this weekend. You take it, and then you go on. I'm glad they won, so it even work in my favor.
Okay.
You like Oklahoma State?
All right.
I like Texas.
Okay.
Give me Texas. Watch Texas. Texas is an animal, boy.
And speaking of Baylor, man, Baylor ain't played nobody recently. That's why they taking these losses.
No, they ain't played.
That's why they taking
they ain't played against nobody.
And Cade Cunningham, the future #1 pick, they say, had 25 points in that game today. And shouts out to Cade, man. I think Cade's going to be the truth in the NBA.
Ballin'.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the truth in the NBA. Man, we didn't get to what I wanted to talk about in this first half. You know, I want sports over this past year, knowing that March 11th was the day that the NBA stopped playing. Do you remember that day?
Yes, sir.
You remember that day when the
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my God, we just betted FanDuel and Rudy Gobert got the coronavirus. And everybody was freaking out in the job, and I was freaking out in the job.
Remember Rudy Gobert was fucking around and
he was.
He thought it was a fucking joke, and then he gave it to
Donovan Mitchell, and the whole team had it.
It was going down. But shouts out to Oklahoma State doing their thing, and shouts out to Oklahoma State doing their thing and winning that. And are they on their way to the Big 12 championship?
Against Texas. Because you know why? Because Texas get to go because KU had to withdraw due to Corona.
Hey, however it plays out.
You know what I'm saying?
However it plays out. But we're going to get on this college basketball a little bit later.
Yeah, in the second half. Get it rolling.
Hey, that was the first half of Game Point Sports. I am M.GOODKNIGHT.
And I'm Robbie the Rockets.
Hey,
no fingerprints. Yeah.
On Game Point, and we going to check you out.
Yes, DJ K-Tone, DJ Squizzy Taylor. Make sure you check us out every Sunday. Digital Online Showcase on the R Network. That's AHRR Network. Follow, share, tag somebody.
You dig? Tune in. Yeah.
Conversations for the youth, by the youth. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Youth Media Union! Excuse me. Sorry. Hey y'all, I'm Drea. I'm Tay. And I'm Julia. This is Water Me Sis. Water Me Sis is a live podcast on our network where we talk about everything from educational to spicy, and we uplift each other.
Make sure you catch us every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
See you there.
back to the second half of Game Point Sports.
Whoa!
I am M.GOODKNIGHT.
And this is Robbie the Rockets.
Hey,
no fingerprints.
And we back in action. Man, it's been going down. So, like, as we touched on real quick, we touched on coronavirus and sports.
Last year.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a big thing that went down. It was a big thing that went down.
Yes, you know, NCAA.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, like the NCAA, like right now we having March Madness. I'm so excited this weekend for these tournaments. Last year was canceled. Now this year is a year ahead of time now. You know what I'm saying? High school sports. We got the Elite Eights coming this year. That was canceled last year. We had the bubble. Now we ain't got a bubble. It's pretty much we playing NBA basketball games right now. So last year, I can see the difference from last year to now. We suffered last year. We didn't have none of the to see all this last year.
I mean, so you hit on basketball, be in a bubble. The NHL was in a bubble. Baseball came back. The Olympics were canceled in Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
High school championships, basketball championships were not played all over the country. It was big, and if you look at it right now, sports is down 25% all across the board of like viewing. What's up is like regular news and things like that is up. And why do you think that sports is down? Like the viewership of sports is down?
Because it's not the comfort zone of a Duke in these MCAA tournaments. First time in when? How long? Since you ever seen Duke not in the tournament?
So first time since 1977 that Kentucky or Duke have not been in the NCAA tourney since 1977.
So why would I want to watch Denver University in place of a Duke?
I mean, but that was
you know what I'm saying. You know, but I'm going where I'm going. In sports alone, it's watered down. They try to make one or two teams the top teams, and everybody else is just outside looking in. And you know what I'm saying? If you're not a real fan of the sport, okay, you can be a fan of your team, but if you're not a fan of the sport, you're not going to watch it. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because it's like it's watered down. Look at college basketball. You can't tell me nothing about college basketball. We already have to do a bracket next weekend.
I can tell you something about college.
You can't tell me like none of the teams. You ain't seen half of the teams that they put number one. You may have seen them play one time.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so you asking me that question. I should be asking you that question. Well, why?
Well, I think that, I just think, and I'm not going to go where you're going with it. You know, I take definitely a different approach to it. Why I believe that sports viewership is down, because I'm not going to say that it's watered down because the bubble, I love the bubble. Mm-hmm. You know, the bubble was something I've never seen before, and that's something that I really liked. The NFL season was played. It just didn't have any fans there for most of the season, or the fans were limited, and the NFL game looked almost exactly the same. But what I will say is that we had a whole list of other activities that went on through this past year that got people not watching sports as they usually do. You had a big election this past year. You had the George Floyd, the Black Lives Matters things this past year. It's been a lot of things, I believe, other than sports being watered down that contributed to the lack of sports viewership.
But we didn't have a lot of sports anyway. A lot of stuff was canceled due to this COVID. We was in this pandemic, so we didn't have the luxury like we normally have watching sports. That's why we lost interest. It was all our interest went into like Netflix and movies. Them type of organizations and type of companies made more money than sports did, because our mind frame went from us looking at sports, looking at the old school throwback dunk contest to the original dunk contest. Now we lost interest because we didn't have no sports for a while. You didn't have no basketball for a while.
If you don't have interest, shouldn't it spark your interest and reinvigorate your interest and want you to go back and watch those sports?
Yeah, but it's nothing. It's nothing there.
Look, I went to the doctor today, man. The other day, man, I had my checkup, and they said since we've been wearing masks, in this past year, like in this flu season, that nobody's caught the flu. It was something that nobody's really caught the flu. You only had like one death that was contributed to flu. Like all other ones all could have been contributed to coronavirus. Ain't no telling, you just hear all kind of shit. But do you think these masks and everything making it safer, or what do you think? What do you think?
I think it's making it worse. I can't breathe with that goddamn mask.
Are you ready for the mask to be gone?
I mean, yes. I figure they got this vaccine. If we gonna catch anything, I mean, you gonna catch it regardless. You can go to the liquor store, the grocery store, or just going to work every day. It ain't no telling who got it or what they got. Touched the door, coughed, or whatever they did. I mean...
Well, you know what? I think this coronavirus has made a lot of people cleaner. It's made them watch spreading germs around a lot more different than it used to be. So I think there is some positives into it. But, man, let's keep it moving, man. Coronavirus, I mean, it's hurt sports a little bit. And it's hurt sports a little bit. And I think that, hey, fuck, we just got to move on, man. Just get the best out of it.
Well... Thank God that we still living. We ain't lose no family members on it, And, but I think this is going to affect our brackets. Because you got to think like Virginia would be like a 2 seed or 1 seed coming out of the East. And ain't no telling if they're going to be able to play in the tournament. So how do you, now bracketing, seeding and bracketing this weekend going to be kind of weird. KU is out.
Well, at least we're going to have it. Because last year we didn't have it at all.
They probably gonna have to go into a bubble. I was gonna ask you, man, do you think it's a bubble question? Where, you know what I'm saying? Them teams going into a bubble and they pretty much is in a sort of kind of.
Who's your favorite, man? Because now you're going in.
I ain't gonna tell you until Tuesday.
Who's your favorite, man?
I'm gonna tell you.
We got this conference. We got these conference championships.
Conference championship.
We got conference championships going, man. We have an attorney. So let's not be sad about who ain't in it. Let's be happy about who can win it. Like my CU Buffaloes, who advanced.
My sleeper.
Who advanced
I like Stanford over there. They play Stanford. USC got Mobley. They look pretty good. UCLA look pretty good out the Pac-12. But y'all the sleeper out of there. I like them.
Number 23 in the nation. Shouts out to CU. You got CSU, who might make it this year.
They get a bid in there?
CSU, man, if they can get a bid. They on the bubble right now. They win maybe one more game in their tournament. Mm-hmm. They may be there. Okay. So shouts out to these Colorado teams that's there.
Yes, sir.
I don't care about no Kansas team not being there. I don't care about no
Doogie being there. Yeah.
Hey, I want to see somebody else.
CSU or some Air Force.
I want to see a mid-major win.
I want to see an Air Force winner or something. No, I want to see a black college winning. That's really all I want to see. One of them Jackson States. They get at least to the Final Four or something like that. That's what I really want to see. But, our dreams may not come true.
We will be having brackets here. We will be having a pool here on the final game. $20 a square. Let's see who's going to win. And I hope it's me, but it's all good if it ain't. It's all about the people from Game Point Sports, the viewers, because they are the ones that keep us going and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, man, we talked about the tourney. We talked about COVID.
We got some trades, some intriguing trades in this NBA
going on. Some proposals, huh?
Some good proposals. LaMarcus Aldridge is one of my head honchos right now. Good night. Where do you think he fit at, Good night?
He's a player that can really fit anywhere. But I think he's probably going to go to the Lakers. I think everybody's going to go to the Lakers.
Did they repile up against him for them trying to beat KD now?
Yeah, they're going to have to.
You got LaMarcus Aldridge, so you say you go to Lakers? I can see that. I like him at Toronto for some reason.
Or he might go back to Portland.
Oh, that'd be a good fit. That'd be a good fit for him. Portland back.
Go back to Portland.
Portland with McCullough, Dame Dollar, Clutch Dame.
They need a big guy because Jokic is always hurt.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Are Utah Jazz? He fit in he fit in fucking Utah. That's where he's going. I picked it. Remember, I said it. Utah.
He's not going.
With Mitchell, that's all they need. That's all they missing is
he's going to L.A. Mikal Knight says, and I mean, he's either going to the Lakers or he could be going to the Clippers because they need a big man. So he might just be going to L.A. L.A. might be going to L.A.
Oh, Bo say he going to Miami. That's a good little fit there, Miami. I can see him over there. You know
Miami's not in contention to win a championship. A guy who's played that long and he's out right now, he wants to go to a championship contender. He's not going to Miami. He's not going to Miami.
Mm-hmm. We're set. I mean, now we got old Bradley Beal. Good old Washington old Wizards. You know what I mean? The old Washington Bullets. Where you think he gonna go?
Who? Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal.
I don't think Bradley Beal's going nowhere. I don't think Washington gonna let him go, man. They gonna sit there and sit on it. And Johnny Doe, man, we gonna put the $20 squares up. It's just gonna be a cash app, and we'll let you know. We'll let you know
Tuesday. We'll let you know Tuesday.
You know what I'm saying? We have it ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Check Game Point. Check on our website too. Check on Game Point. We have it posted on there too as well.
Check on the Facebook
Facebook
page. Game Point Sports.
Yes, sir.
Where we dropping that knowledge.
You know what I mean? All the facts. You know what I mean? At the same time, Bradley Beal nowhere. He stays home.
Nowhere, nah.
What about good old Zach LaVine?
Zach LaVine. I don't see any of these guys going anywhere. Not
even Lowry?
Any trades. Now,
Kyle Lowry? You know what I'm saying? Kyle Lowry? Where he gonna go?
Kyle Lowry?
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry, he probably ain't going nowhere because Toronto's in contention. Man, they just talking to keep you talking.
Paul Zingis?
Oh, come on, man.
Remember what I said about Dallas getting what they needed? That's what they would get for Paul Zingis for sure.
We're not getting rid of him.
He's not performing to the par we want him to perform, right?
He's not going anywhere, man.
You don't think so?
No.
But I know who was in the trade talks with us, Victor Oladipo, going to the Warriors. What do you think? Does he fit there? Get rid of Kelly Oubre. Get rid of fucking Wiggins and Kelly Oubre. Whatever his fucking name is.
Listen, you want everybody, you think everybody's going there. Victor Oladipo,
Don't say nothing if you don't know yet.
No, he's with the Rockets. They're on a 12-game losing streak or something like that. Anybody can be traded from that team. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be traded in that team. We're going to talk about DeMarcus Cousins, power forwards. And, let's talk about power forwards, and then let's get into the power forwards of yesteryear. We're going to talk about our Fab Five Friday, and we're going to start with the Fab Five of Michigan versus the UNLV running rebel
Fab Five
of Larry Johnson's ill. Grandmama.
Shark Titanium. Shark the Tark. That's Shark the Tark in them. You don't even know about Shark Titanium them. Over there, UNLV, where Running Rebels 90. Was it 90? Running Rebels 90.
Yeah, I mean, we got another little comment. We got another comment, man, from Jason McBride, man. He said Porzingis is averaging 20 and 8, man. He's not going anywhere though.
We don't know.
I mean, he's not going anywhere. But man, let's talk about, man. Who do y'all got? Do you have the UNLV Larry Johnson squad versus the Michigan Fab Five Chris Webber and them?
Who you got? You start off. Oh, good night. You break it down to me. What do they match up?
It'll be a good. It would definitely be probably a game that goes down to the wire.
Okay.
But I think Larry Johnson was a man among boys.
Yeah.
In college, and he did the same thing to men in the NBA.
Yes, he did.
And I think that Webber at that young age would not want to see Grandmama Larry Johnson with that gold tooth right in the front at any point in his career.
Yeah. And I have to agree with you on that notation. Like I say, that notation.
Charge Up Films, he said he picks UNLV. Mikael Knight Jr. picks Fab Five.
You can tell what era it is era. He ain't ever. He wasn't even born. He don't know either one of them.
No.
So he probably wouldn't even see. He's
picking with an honest guess.
Yeah, honest guess. You don't take her from me. You're a grown man. You can't. I know this your baby, but you can't take her from me, dog. We ain't giving you no holds bars, nephew.
And Jason McBride said the Nuggets should pick Kyle Lowry. No, keep Kyle Lowry. Keep Kyle Lowry where he's at.
The Nuggets ain't getting nobody.
But who you got? And tell me who you got.
All right. You got Stacey Augmon. You got Anderson Hunt.
Man.
Hold on. Anderson Hunt. That's the starting five right
Anderson
there.
Hunt?
That's the starting five right there.
On.
It's Stacey Augmon, Larry Johnson, Anderson Hunt, Greg Anthony. You got Weber. Weber is probably the best athlete outside of Jalen Rose. Because they had Greg Anthony is better than Jalen Rose. They played together pretty much in the time. You got to go with Greg. You got to go with Greg Anthony, Juwan Howard, and Stacey Augmon. I give Juwan Howard a little bit of the edge.
$200 million contracts in the NBA.
You know, the Grandmama and Weber. That's a hard one to pick, but if I had to pick, you got God. Okay.
For those who just joining, man, we talking about UNLV with Larry Johnson's squad versus the Michigan Fab Five.
So, with God dog it, that's a hard one. Y'all gonna say Grandma Ball, but I think Weber was more, I don't know, like athletic for some reason to me. I know you're looking at me crazy, but Grandma Ball was a beast. I can't take that away, but Weber was just something else too, though.
Weber was one of the best passing big men that we've seen.
You know
who you got, man? You just.
I'm going with. I'm trying. Okay, you asked me. Well, you asked me a question.
Tip the scale.
And you asked me a question, and I'm trying to break it down to justify why I picked them two people. First, we just said, "Oh, I picked them," and I didn't tell you why. So, as I look at it and I observe, you got to go with the better coaching at the time, UNLV.
You got to go with
Chartanian Way. UNLV.
Get up out of here, bro.
Chartanian Way.
Steve Fisher.
Chartanian Way. UNLV.
I mean, I'm going with UNLV.
I'm going with the mob, man. They was making money back then. The mob was eating. The mob was eating back then when he was betting on UNLV. I wish I was 21, 22 back then. I'd have been eating off them.
Let me get to the comments. Real quick, and we get to go back real quick. We ain't got a comment. Kiera Knight says Bill's not going anywhere. Washington need a big if they want to make a push for the 8th or the 9th seed. Mikael Knight Jr. says. Mikael Knight Jr. says he says his hat's cap. He watched some of that games before. He picks the Fab Five. Fab Five got too much firepower. Jason McBride says at first I was going to take the Fab Five, but if you look at it, you have to take UNLV. Weber and LJ Howard. Weber, LJ Howard cancel each other out. UNLV's guard Greg Anthony, Hunt, and Augmon are too much for the Fab Five. I mean, everybody's in agreement. So I really don't hear nobody picking the Fab Five, but Mikael Knight Jr. And Lamont Hughes says, so which one is a smarter player ball IQ? Now, who we talking about, Weber or Grandmama Larry Johnson? I think Weber had a better basketball IQ.
Me too.
I think he had a better basketball IQ.
I mean, just like me and you got a chance to see both of them, and it's something about Grandmama that, okay, you know where I go, you know where I'm going with the Hall of Famer. Did he make the Hall of Fame?
Come on. Yeah.
Did he make the Hall of Fame? I don't remember.
Keenan Moo Blackwell says, man, UNLV hands down. And Lamont Hughes agrees that Weber is the smarter basketball player. And what did you... And Bo says, and he says a good point. Not Weber. He doesn't know when to call timeouts.
His basketball... Goody. Hey, goody. That was a goodie, brother. That was a goodie. That was a commercial.
I mean...
Hey, how is Weber's basketball IQ? He doesn't know how to call a timeout.
He doesn't know when to call it.
Yeah.
He know how.
He don't know when.
He calls them when he doesn't have them.
So that means basketball IQ is...
Man, he was a young pup at the time, man.
Fab Five, a freshman. 18 years old. Freshman. Come on.
All right, man. We're going to go to No Way LJ. Keenan Moo Blackwell says... Lamont Hughes says, man, that was a goofy play. Goof play he did, what Weber did. Jason McBride said he called a timeout when they didn't have any left. LJ was much smarter, and Lamont Hughes said that he even traveled when he was calling the timeout. Oh my God. The dude he had a moment, man. We've all had a moment, man, when we weren't all the way there, man. Grandma Ma was just like a more powerful player, man. I mean, y'all hate, man.
I hate
Weber's a smarter player.
Weber's a smarter player.
To me.
Yes.
I mean, what?
Yes.
He's a smarter player.
He's a smarter player than
he wasn't smarter that day, man.
He was a baby. He wasn't even ready yet. His brain still was a pea. He still didn't have nothing yet.
In the biggest game of his career, man, he choked. He definitely
and I
choked.
was sick to my stomach. I was probably about what? Back then, what year was that?
Pressure bust.
94, 90-something, 91, 92. I was probably like a freshman or something in high school or some bullshit.
Man, Bo says, man, that moment was one of the most devastating dunce cap moments in hoop history. And it was.
Yes.
With that,
yes.
Does that follow him through the rest of his career, fellas?
Yes. That'll go hunt him till the day he died. That's gonna hunt him till the day he died. You gotta think. You don't think that was in the back of his head when he went to the NBA that what he did?
That's why Sacramento couldn't beat the Lakers?
Sacramento Queens. They was the Sacramento Queens. I like the Sacramento Queens, though. So don't talk about my Sacramento Queens. I like them.
LJ was a beast. Injuries killed him. My favorite player of all time. And Lamont Hughes and Kenny Moo Blackwell says, hell yeah, that does follow him for the rest of his career. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. All right, man. It does follow him for the rest of his career, man, and I gotta look at it that way. But that's not the reason why they couldn't beat the Lakers. It wasn't because of his smarts.
They got cheated, and it was facts. The referees admitted it. They cheated. They gave the calls to the Lakers, to Kobe and old punk ass Shaq. Excuse my French, mama and granny and aunties and cousins, but at the same time, you know, they did. I
did see the interview that Rose did about him recently in the Fab Five. And, I mean, that's a one-sided interview, and Chris Webber still hasn't had his chance to defend himself about all that went down.
Yes.
I mean, and Jalen Rose, he has the platform, so he's throwing him under the bus any chance he gets. Man, I'm not riding with Jalen Rose right now.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Zion.
Lakers were the better team.
Lakers was a better team. Zion and old Young up out of Atlanta, Trae Young. They just got added to the USA team, man. Shout out to you youngsters.
Did they make the team or they going to try? They give them a chance to go make the try. Shout out to Zion.
Zion and old Trae Young, man.
You think either one of them will make the team?
Yes, they're gonna make the team for the look of the United States. Everything's political when it comes to the U.S. They will be on that team. Yes.
Keenan Moo Blackwell said the Lakers were a better team, and I am in agreement. No, that Sacramento team was hard. I don't know.
Bibby, Weber, Divac, Stojakovic, Doug Christie, Bobby Jackson. Big Bobby Jackson.
Wow, man, Sacktown had too many khaki-colored players and Euros at the time.
Yeah, they some pretty boy Floyds. Bibby's a pretty boy. Oh, Bobby Jackson, pretty boy. Doug Christie, pretty boy. Oh, Matt Barnes. I'm trying to get Matt Barnes. If you watching, man, we trying to get you on the show, Matt Barnes. My partner, Matt Barnes. I've been hitting you, Matt Barnes. If y'all know where Matt Barnes at, tell me inbox.
Matt Barnes is at?
Yes, at inbox. He's smoking some of that cookie, Matt Barnes. I got a fat one for you if you come on.
But anyways, you on something.
No. But like I said, should we finish, huh?
But I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I thought that Sacramento would have been able to beat them, man. But I don't know what the fuck happened. And I'm going, and that's our first edition of Fab Five Friday, and we gonna hit you with it. But before we leave, let me hear your Fab Five power forwards of all time in the NBA. You got 2 minutes to come up with them. No, you got 30 seconds to come up with them.
Fab Five.
Your Fab Five power forwards of all time.
Power forwards.
Since we talking about Weber, we talking about
Weber's
LJ.
one.
Okay.
LJ number 2 for sure.
Okay.
What's the web out of Portland? Not Clyde Drexler, but Doug. What's his name? No.
Hold on. So I'll give you a chance to think.
Yeah,
so Jason McBride said the Kings were a better overall team. The Lakers just had two of the best ever. And Keenan Moore Blackwell said Kobe and Shaq happened. Another team choke. I guess Weber's just known for being a choker, man. Weber's just going down a little bit, man. But I do like his analysis on the game, man.
Great analysis.
Weber be having some good shit going on. But Shaq and Kobe happened. But who's your top five?
I can't.
Who's y'all top five?
Yeah, who's y'all top? I'll let you know on the next show who my top five is.
You let me know right now. It's Fab Five Friday. Think quick.
I can say my Fab Five.
I thought you was a Oaktown player. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was a Bay Area player.
I can't do that.
I thought you thought.
Where should I go? Why I do this? I'll say Billy Orange. Grandmama. I'll say Dirk Nowitzki. And he wasn't no center. He was a power forward. I'll say KD is one of my top power forwards. And I'll say Anthony Davis for my Fab Five. And I'll just guess right there and then and there.
And that's a good Fab Five. We got Keenan Moore Blackwell, who says Barkley, Malone, LJ, and Duncan. He's missing and KG.
Mm-hmm.
Jason McBride says Duncan, Karl Malone, Barkley, and KG.
That's a good one.
Lamont Hughes just came with one, and he came with Tim Duncan. And I'm going to give you my five real quick, and I'm going to go with KG. I'm going to go with Karl Malone. I'm going to go with, I'll put Barkley on there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to go with Chris Webber, because I really like what Webber did. No, my bad. Webber's out of there. I'm going to go with Tim Duncan. And then my last and final would be, he wasn't a power forward.
He wasn't no guard. Well, he's a two.
He was a three.
Yeah.
You just
small forward.
You're just trying to get me up out of there, up out of my thought process. And,
anybody got a
my fifth
Pistons?
One, no.
Nobody got the Pistons back in them days?
No, man. Did I cut you off and ask you? Did I cut you off and ask you? And I'm gonna go with fuck it. I'll put LJ. I'll put LJ on there. So those are my top five. Lamont Hughes, he's going with Sean Kemp. Kemp was the truth. What you think about Kemp? Sean Kemp.
He embarrassed by Warriors.
What you thought about the ranking?
He embarrassed by Warriors. Is shoot. He made highlight fits of Billy Owens and all of them.
Bo picks KG, Dirk, Malone, Barkley, and Duncan.
Yeah.
I mean those are some good ones too.
Yeah.
Those are some good ones too. But go back on your Sean Kemp, man. I want to hear what your
Sean Kemp was one of the greatest power forwards I ever seen. With Dunker power forwards. The athletic ability was great. I would say fundamentals. He went on natural talent. He wasn't fundamental. He was naturally talented. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have been better. He could have been better.
Oh, a good one. Good name came up. Rasheed Wallace.
What's that nigga name? Better respect your elders, man. Rasheed Wallace. Learn to respect your elders, man. Ain't no need for you to.
Keenan Moore Blackwell says, man, he'll take grip. Kemp, you'll take grip before Kemp. Lamont Hughes said Rodman. I mean, these are some. Rodman, the best defense.
Rodman is one of the top ever.
But I wouldn't take Griffin over Kemp. Or was Kemp Griffin? I don't know. I don't understand that comment. I'm taking Kemp over Griffin all day.
Yeah.
But Griffin's about to get him a chip this year.
Yeah.
He about to get him a chip. And did you ever finish your top five, or you need 2 weeks?
Give me about 2 weeks, man.
Oh my God! Give me your top. Give me your top five, man. You've had.
I got Kemp for sure.
Okay.
I gotta go with Tim Duncan. Gotta go with. I'm gonna go with Tim Duncan. Weber is in there. Okay. I like Weber.
You got 3.
And I'll go with I'll go with Grandmama. He was one.
You going with Grandmama?
I'm gonna go with Grandmama. And I really like Anthony Mason.
Oh.
His body wise, like how he run up the court. He was like the power forwards I like. They ain't the top scorers.
Okay, those are your top 5.
Yeah,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Or I can go with McHale. Or Denny, what is it? Kevin McHale.
Kevin McHale. I was gonna say
Kevin McHale.
I was a bad motherfucker on the court, but I wasn't a motherfucking.
Good night, Kevin McHale, man. Good night to you, man.
I was about to say, goddamn.
Kevin McHale's. I could throw him in there. I could throw one of them with Joe Dumars was a shooter. So he wasn't there.
What are you talking about?
Rodman.
We're talking about, and then he clarified it. He said, "Nah, Kemp was Griffin before Griffin." Bo, he said he had the best top 5: KG, Dirk, Malone, Barkley, Duncan, with the honorable mention of Rasheed Wallace, and Anthony Mason. Nah, but he was a first point forward. And Dirk,
we forgot about the Taniski.
I mean, you got so many nicknames.
Dirk Taniski, man. Not Nowitzki, Dirk Taniski, man.
That's the first edition of Fab Five Fridays, man. I like how.
Check us out, Fab Five Fridays, man. Every Friday,
we gonna have something going on. You know what I'm saying, about a Fab Five. Pick your Fab Five this, pick your Fab Five that, and that's our first edition. It is Fab Five Fridays out here in Denver, Colorado, man, and they say it could be a blizzard. They say it could be 2 feet. They say it could be 8 inches, man. Ain't no telling what's about to go on in the CO, man. What you want to say before you go?
Man, I want to say, man, it's a sad day for some people that, you know what I'm saying? But I have to say this, man. I lost 2 good friends this past week, man. 2 good, solid friends, man. And for y'all that's watching, y'all know we going through some pain right now. To all y'all, my prayers is out to y'all, out to the family, the Courtney family, to my boy DJ family, man. I lost a little, 2 childhood friends, 2 high school friends, real close to me, man. Kind of hurt me good night, but at the same time, my prayers go out to both of y'all families, man. The prayers go out to everybody in the Bay Area, from Memphis to Louisiana to Tennessee to Texas, all around the country, man. Prayers go out to all the families, that lost somebody due to cancer. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French, but fuck cancer. You know what I'm saying? And I lost a lot of friends through that cancer. So, to everybody that has ever lost somebody due to cancer, man, my prayers go out to y'all as well. And that's all I had to say today. Good night.
And condolences to you, man, and the stuff that you're going through. Like you say, condolences to everybody who lost somebody. And hey, man, cancer is a tough thing. Cancer has affected me. Pretty much it's affected everybody in some sort of way. And like you say, man, F cancer. We got another show coming up after us, so stay tuned in on the R Network. The next show is called The F Effect with Sade and Hillary. They get down. Them young ladies do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, like I always say about this time on the R Network, we like you to like, share, repeat, comment, tweet, and do it all again. That's Game Point, and we out.
No fingerprints. Yay!